Being rewarded by your country is probably the biggest dream for any citizen. This Republic Day, that dream came true for 106 Indians. They were given the Padma Awards for excellence in various fields, from medicine to arts to sports. 6 people have been awarded the Padma Vibhushan, 9 have received the Padma Bhushan, and 91 people have gotten the Padma Shree. That list includes citizens from all walks of life, and that is what makes this award so special. It's now being called the People's Padma. There are businessmen like Kumar Mangalam Bella and the late Rakesh Jhunjhun Wala, the tabla maestro Zakir Hussain, Samajwadi Party leader Mulayam Singh Yadav, and actor Ravina. A few of these winners will be joining us live on the show to share what their reaction was to being recognized by the country. We are starting with actor Ravina. Bollywood star, nature lover, wildlife photographer and social activist. She made her acting debut in 1991 with Patthar Ka Phool. In the years that followed, she dazzled the audience with her roles in movies like Dilwale, Dulhe Raja and Andaz Apna Apna. While Ravina has been awarded in the arts category, it would be unfair to club her as an artist only. She's a proud wildlife conservationist, a vocal social activist and a role model for many young women across India. Let me ask her what it feels like to be Padma Shree Ravina Tandon. Ravina, many congratulations. How does it feel to be Padma Shree Ravina Tandon?
It's pretty surreal, Shreya, and you know me how I'm as a person, no? I'm the most under-expecting and I like the most, the kind of person who has the worst PR in the history of, I think, cinema. But so it came as a complete surprise and a bolt out of the blue. You know that this year has been a year of awards for me. I mean, I think wherever Aranyak and KGF 2 have been nominated, I've won all those awards. From Filmfare to the Dada Saheb Phalke International Film Festival Award to the Midday Iconic Awards to the HD OTT Awards. It's been a year of awards, like I tell you, and but this was the one that topped it all.
And you're not new to awards. We know that. It's not just this year. 1991 is your debut film, Patthar Ke Phool. In fact, you won a Filmfare debut award for that film. My question to you is the first award always more special, or is the Padma, given the fact that it's a recognition from the government, that will be more special for you?
I think all of them will always hold a special place in my heart, though you can say the first and the culmination till the Padma is obviously valued much, you know, and will always be much closer to my heart. But otherwise, I think every award for any artist is always an incentive and a kind of an appreciation for the kind of work that they have done, the kind of hard work that they've put into in all these years. So I think it just all comes around.
As you look back at your career, what do you think explains your longevity in a business which is very tough and competitive?
I think more than the learning, I think it's the realization that I think at some certain points I made the right moves and I did the right things as far as choosing my scripts and choosing my roles go. I think what was happening somewhere in the 90s, I was getting too stereotyped with doing only comedy cinema or, you know, films that had super hit songs. Though unfortunately people only remember the songs, but they don't remember the films so much so. So people think, oh, she probably only did songs in her life. But the thing is that it was an evolution of how you want to make your career. And there was a point where in I think late 90s where I intentionally made the shift consciously to do more films like Ghulam-e-Mustafa, Shool, Satta, Daman. In fact, 2 of my films won the national awards. Shool also won the national award. Daman won the national award. Even Satta was nominated for the national awards. So it's been great because alongside you know, keeping commercial cinema and comedy as well, I think it has worked for me, the fact that even critically acclaimed films have done well for me, and serious cinema also has kind of worked for me. So I've kind of found the balance for both.
from 1991 to 2023. Question is, how have you managed to stay relevant in a very tough industry?
I think one has to evolve, like I said, along with the times, and I think it's very necessary to keep grounded, one thing for sure, because a lot of things can sway you. But in fact, I was offered so many web series before Aranya came along, and I had to have the strong heart to say no to some of them, which actually went on to become very big hits as well, because I was looking for something completely different to do. You know, and when Aranya came along, I was like, okay, this is the right gamble. And yes, it's been rewarding me and awarding me even till date.
In the social media message that you put out after the announcement of the Padma, you've said that you miss your dad the most at this moment. Why is that?
Actually, someone asked me, what was your first reaction when you actually sunk in that you won the Padma Shree? I said I missed my dad. In fact, from the time I kind of knew that the news is, out there, because when I heard, I wasn't sure. So I called Anil. I told him, put on the TV and just see and let me know. And I've been wearing my dad's watch since then, just so that he can feel everything what I can feel, as in how I'm feeling right now. So yeah, I think that's been my reaction.
Your family must be so proud of you, Ravina. Can I ask you as you go, how you managed to do something that most of us can't, which is speak your mind without taking political sides?
I think most of the time I speak the truth, but like I said, I am apolitical, like you do know, and I keep myself at that degree because there is no one that I've met or, one particular ideology that I follow. I feel this one is right there, but this one is wrong there, and this one is right there, and this one is wrong there. So I have my concerns as a citizen of this country. I have every right to voice my opinions, and I have every right to be a concerned mother as well, because this is the country that I want to bequeath to my children. And if we don't ourselves start making the change of what we want or for the betterment of our country, then what are we handing over for our future generations?
Ravina Tandon, always good to speak to you, and many congratulations to you once again and to your entire family. Thanks for joining us here on Mirror Now. Thank you very much. Our next winner has been awarded the Padma Shree posthumously. He created something that all of us have grown up drinking and enjoying. The sweet orange goodness that we call Rasna. The story of that company is the story of Aarey's Khambata. In the 1970s, Aarey's launched Rasna, which went on to disrupt the soft drink industry. Now, everyone remembers the I Love Rasna campaign of the 80s and the 90s. Today, Rasna is the largest concentrate manufacturer in the world, with a presence in 60 countries. The hard work has been recognized by India, but unfortunately, Mr. Khambata isn't here to savor that moment. He passed away in November last year due to a cardiac arrest. Today, the company is helmed by his son, Firoz Khambata. He's joining me live on the show from Germany. Firoz, thank you very much. Again, many congratulations. Would you say the Padma Award announcement came a little too late?
See, my father always believed in good deeds, and good deeds is part of our Parsi communities and our religious philosophy. And awards and rewards, he always left it to God. And I don't think he ever worked for any awards. So to that extent, it is not too late. But I would definitely say it's a great honor for me, my family, and more than anything else, it's an inspiration for today's youth. Today's youth, of course, across all communities, but in Parsis in particular, who are very industrious, but many of them sometimes feel that, abroad is more mullah, but to see that an Indian made it so big in India, that also from the early 80s, I think that would be inspiration for a lot of people. And he was the original Make in India brand, the original startup.
Now, why do you say he was the original startup king of India?
See, let me put it this way. There is a huge difference between what you see India today and the Indias in the 80s. And actually, I also lived it because I also joined the company in the mid-90s, early 90s, I would say. I became the MD in the 97. So I think I have seen the very different India in the 80s. At that time, things were difficult. There were the regulations were there. People were not accepting brands. International markets were difficult. And there was a lot of, issues with labor, whatnot. And at that time, I think braving all this, my father was able to beat all competition, was able to come out with innovative products, completely made in India, with Indian technology, using raw materials all sourced from India. I think that was, if you ask me, something which was really, really industrialist entrepreneurial, and that has been recognized by everybody. And not only that, I think the fact that we grew from just a one factory, one product company into last few years into roughly like 10 factories available in around 60 countries in the world with a portfolio of around 74 to 75 products. It itself speaks a lot, if you ask me.
Can I then also ask you, since we are speaking at such a proud moment for your father, for your family, and for your company as well, what was the idea behind Rasna?
See, I will tell you a little bit about it. My great-grandfather was in the army. And when he retired, along with a Britisher, he set up a flavor company. And my grandfather, he set up from the flavors, he set up a soft drink company, the Goli soda, the marble soda. And when my father joined, he thought, let me innovate further. So he made a concentrate. But at that time, he thought, why do you want to add water? So but he said, let the water be added by the consumer. So he was the first one to start off a soft drink concentrate where a customer adds the sugar and water at home. That way he can get a reasonable cost. Even transportation is easy, and sugar was there in every household in India. So that was the whole concept, and we took it abroad also. Not only that, we were the first ones to make a fruit-based product. So we were the first ones to launch a product with fruit. And then, of course, we innovated a lot and we made it more nutritious with fortification and whatnot. But I think if you ask me, he was a technocrat, and we are all technocrats, and you'll be surprised still today also, we ourselves actually ensure that the main ingredients are sourced by us. We mix them. For us, I think we work not for the money or for the merchant bankers or for the finance companies, but we work for the fun. We are like cooks. And I tell everybody that my job is like a cook. We work in the lab, we work in the factories, we try and work out new flavors. And I think that gives us a lot of challenges. And I think that we are very happy. My father always, his best what you call times was in the labs, because he always thought that his main job is to create flavors. Like the Alfonso mango was created by him in the soft drink concentrate category. Nimbu Pani was created by him. And probably later, one of the last flavors he created a few years back was masala orange. And actually, it was the first spicy orange in the world. And we had Kareena Kapoor endorsing it. And that was his creation just a few years back. So to that extent, he was very active. And I think if you ask me, I will always remember him as a hardworking flavorist, which he was actually.
What would your father have said to getting the award now?
He would have been proud, no doubt. But I think it was not some euphoria moment for him, because I think he was a very composed man, a very religious man. And he actually never actually worked for any money or reward, honestly. He was not somebody who was waking up at 6 o'clock and going at 7 o'clock all his life old, coming back late because he wanted the money or the rewards. He thought this is his life, it is his karma, and he was working hard for it. And he always believed in that. And he always believed in working for the community and working for the downtrodden and the people. He inspired us to set up foundations and trust. And for him, work for the community, work for the nation was much more important. Honestly, I'm not making a statement than any award. So he would have been content, he would have been happy. But I think he was more happy working for the whole state and for the whole country as such.
Feroz, good to have you. And again, congratulations to you and your entire family. Thank you very much for joining us here on Mirror Now. Thank you very much indeed. Now, winner number 3 is an educationist, a coaching center boss, and also the protagonist of a Bollywood film. If you've seen Super 30, you know who I'm talking about, Anand Kumar. He has combined coaching with social equity and justice. Anand is known for his Super 30 program, which he started in 2002 in Patna. The program focuses on coaching underprivileged students for the prestigious IIT JEE. More than 400 of his students have cracked the test and made it to the IITs. Joining me now is Padma Shree Anand Kumar, a regular guest here on Mirror Now. So a doubly happy moment for all of us. Anand, बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद जुड़ने के लिए. जब सुना तो क्या लगा कि जो तपस्या थी इतने सालों की, पिछले 3 साल की, क्या लगा तपस्या पूरी हो गई है या लगा कि अभी तो बहुत जर्नी बाकी है?
नहीं, ऐसी बात नहीं है। सुनने पर बहुत अच्छा लगा, लेकिन इसको तपस्या से जोड़कर मैं नहीं देख रहा हूँ। इसको देख रहा हूँ कि चलो भाई, एक प्रोत्साहन का मौका मिला, खुश होने की वजह मिली और ज़्यादा ऊर्जा के साथ भविष्य में काम करे, इसके लिए एक सपोर्ट मिला। तो मैं आप लोगों का, तमाम लोगों का, भारत सरकार का, सभी लोगों का धन्यवाद देता हूँ, जिनकी वजह से, जिनकी दुआओं से, जिनके आशीर्वाद से आज ये अवार्ड मिला मुझे।
आनंद, आपकी स्टोरी बहुत इंस्पिरेशनल भी है क्योंकि आपने अपनी एडवर्सिटी को एक सक्सेस स्टोरी बनाया. डू यू थिंक चिल्ड्रन हु आर स्ट्रगलिंग लाइक यू डिड many years ago today will see this award and feel hopeful for themselves?
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा सवाल किया आपने. सबसे बड़ी बात इस अवार्ड के बाद जो हमने महसूस किया कि हमारे परिवार में लोगों को खुशी हुई, लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी हुई उन बच्चों को जो हमसे, सैकड़ों बच्चे जो पढ़कर अमेरिका, इंग्लैंड, जापान के साथ साथ देश में भी इंजीनियर हैं, आईएएस हैं, आईपीएस है, आईएफएस है, आईआरएस है, उन लोगों में भी बहुत खुशी हुई है. देख के बहुत अच्छा लगा और मेरा उत्साह बढ़ा और बच्चों का भी उत्साह बढ़ा है. सबसे बड़ी बात है कि ये अवार्ड उन लोगों को मैं डेडिकेट करना चाहता हूं जो हमारे जैसे शिक्षक हैं, कहीं दूर दराज इलाके में पढ़ा रहे हैं और बच्चों के भविष्य के लिए सोच रहे हैं. तो उन जो भी शिक्षक हैं उनमें भी एक उम्मीद जगी कि अच्छा काम करेंगे, बच्चों को अच्छे से पढ़ाएंगे तो मुझे भी भविष्य में अच्छी उपलब्धियां मिलेंगी, अच्छे सम्मान मिलेंगे.
आनंद, आखिरी सवाल. अब फिल्म तो हमने सब ने देख रखी है सुपर 30, लेकिन जिन्होंने नहीं देखी, कैन आई आस्क यू वेयर द आइडिया फॉर सुपर 30 केम फ्रॉम? It came from a deep sense of idealism, which is, you know, I would say missing in many quarters in the times we live in.
दरअसल में इसी मकान में आज से करीब मोटा मोटी 30 साल पहले कैम्ब्रिज जाने का ऑफर आया था, 29 साल पहले, और पैसे का अभाव था, मैं नहीं जा पाया. पिताजी बहुत टेंशन में थे कि हवाई जहाज की टिकट का खर्चा भी मेरे पास नहीं है. लो पेड एम्प्लॉय थे पोस्टल डिपार्टमेंट में. ये चिंता उनको इतनी सताती थी कि उनका बस इसी कमरे के बगल के कमरे की बात करें, उनका सडन डेथ हो गया. जब उनकी मृत्यु हो गई हार्ट अटैक से सडन, तो घर की जिम्मेवारियां हम पर आ गई. लेकिन ये तमाम चीज़ों को छोड़कर मेरा भाई प्रणव बोला कि आप आगे बढ़िए भैया, हम आपके साथ हैं. अगर आपकी दिली इच्छा जो है वही करिए, सरकारी नौकरी पिताजी के जगह पर करिए, ना करिए, आपका डिसीजन. माँ भी सपोर्ट की कि भाई मैं खाना बनाऊंगी, बच्चों के लिए कुछ करूंगी, तुम कुछ नया करना चाहते हो तो करो. तो हम लोग दिन में पापड़ बेचते थे, बच्चों को पढ़ाते थे और बड़ा मुश्किल से घर परिवार चला पाते थे. लेकिन वो संघर्ष का दौर आज भी याद करते हैं तो अच्छा लगता है. तो शुरुआत इसीलिए हुई कि कैम्ब्रिज पैसे के अभाव में नहीं जा पाया, पिताजी भी चले गए इस दुनिया से. तो मुझे हमेशा ये दर्द सताता था कि भाई हमारे जैसे लाखों करोड़ों बच्चे देश में हैं जिनके पास प्रतिभा है, मेरिट है, बस पैसे नहीं है, उनके लिए कुछ करना चाहिए.
चलिए, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आनंद हमसे जुड़ने के लिए एंड मेनी कांग्रेचुलेशंस वंस अगेन टू यू. Our fourth and final Padma awardee is Khadar Wali, aka the Millet Man of India. He's a food scientist, a nutritionist, and also the biggest ambassador of millets in our country. Khadar Wali has worked as a food scientist in Washington, but then in 1997, he returned to India and settled in Mysore. His mission? To revive varieties of millets that are fast disappearing from the Indian landscape. To recognize his contribution in this field, the government has conferred him with the Padma Shree Award. He joins me live on the show. In a year, Dr. Khadar Wali, in a year which has been declared as the year of the millet, how does it feel?
Good evening. Thank you for calling me to this show. It feels great because this is the beginning of government recognizing that millets are our desi food, desi ahar, and we have lost from our plates because of this centralized corporate food culture, and we need to bring them back, because future we may not be able to grow rice and wheat the way we are doing now. So as an internal security for food security rides upon the millets that can be grown everywhere in every part of India. So we can reduce the carbon footprint, no transportation. And the most important part is, when we eat these wonderful nutritional and healing grains, no diseases in your body. We will drive any disease from our body in a matter of 2 months. So 2 months is all that it takes to start feeling better, and 2 years is all that it takes to drive any disease out of your body. So my dream is, maybe if every Indian eats this millet, next 2 years, we can close down 70% of the hospitals, and all this pharmaceutical money we are pumping out to these big companies will stop, and we'll be that much more rich. All our poor conditions will vanish in a matter of 2 years.
Dr. Khader
And
Wali,
it feels great.
You're a great
Center has
advocate for
recognized millets as our food, and I'm so thankful. Great personality like our Prime Minister mouth the words like superfood and healthy foods are coming out, which I have been talking relentlessly for the last 25 years. I'm so grateful that our leader has recognized that and asking every one of us to eat this wonderful healing food for future generations.
Dr. Khader Wali, I'm out of time, but I want to give you 40 seconds to speak to our viewers through this camera and tell them why they need to start eating millets. You have told us some of it, but just in 40 seconds, if you can make your case.
To make your family disease-free, to make your family rich, because nowadays everyone is spending lakhs of rupees in the hospitals, and your health is in your kitchen, not in the hospitals. So please get millets back into your plates. And this is what our Prime Minister wants. And we all need to do that and save our future. And food security rides upon we eating millets. And millets are our desi food. Rice, wheat, sugar is not food for human gut. Please stop eating this corporate food. Eat our food. Our farmers will get the money if we eat millets. And if you eat rice, wheat, pizza, burger, foreign companies are going to get the money. There is a lot riding on this in our country. So we need food security. We need to save water, save soil, save Ganga Mata. All this can happen. We all start eating millets. And this is connected in many dimensions. Please do eat millets. This is my request. This is my wish. This is my goal. I want every Indian to eat millets, get back their health, and save our future nature to our kids and the next generations.
Dr. Khader Wali, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and many, many congratulations to you. And more power to you, I say. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With that, it's a wrap on the show from me. Thanks for watching.